Today we're taking a look at the supply chain, particularly in the Baton Rouge area, but also one of the reasons I'm here is to take a look at the whole nation and see what's happening. And there's an awful lot happening in that whole supply chain. We've all heard about all the ships out at sea, and we all hear about the empty grocery store shelves. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything in between that has to do with warehousing particularly, and how they can serve customers in that arena. And so we're going to take a look at all of those things, and interest rates, all of that. Labor, we'll get into a little bit of all of that throughout the day. The finance situation is really tough right now. So we're going to talk about all of that relative to the supply chain and how we get stuff and how the end consumer sees it. Local businesses are going to be particularly interested in what's going on in the supply chain because, again, the more they know about it and the more they know some details in it, they'll be able to plug into it so that they can receive goods a little bit faster. They know what's going on in the supply chain. They can advise their customers properly. All along those lines. The same thing's true for the warehouse. They know when things are coming, when they'll be available for their customers to get it out onto the store shelves. And there's just lots of little things like that. The more you know out there and the more you can comprehend about all of it, the better decisions you can make. And it's different than just getting a press briefing, okay? You need to really drill down into how things are done. Always talk about that you need to be able to get your hands dirty on the subject matter in order to know how it really works. The partnerships in this industry are just phenomenal. Supply chain, I mentioned there's probably 7 or 8 handoffs throughout the whole supply chain. You need to know where it's coming from, who it's going to, who you're working with, all of those. You need to know your partnerships well. And even within the warehouse industry today, because we've got so many goods coming in and yet not as many goods being sold, it's helpful to be able to manage those partnerships within your community and in that area. A little bit of that is what we call third-party warehousing and fourth-party warehousing. Well, fourth party is where a warehouse actually uses another warehouse to help them serve their customer. Doesn't affect the customer relationship, but it does help solve a lot of that customer's problems. Partnerships are really important in this industry, and knowing who you're working with and who you can trust.